the enigmatic smile trying to convey a secret message of some sort, along with masterful artistry and the mystery surrounding the subject, made it a global symbol of art and culture to depict the Renaissance at its best. So I just thought of adding some twist to it while painting a version of Mona Lisa which is a bit unconventional in terms of visual expression and the style of its execution. Hello guys, Satyajit here and you are watching Satyajit's artwork, so let's dive into the process. Despite being painted over 500 years ago, the Mona Lisa still remains both a source of inspiration and fascination for artists and creative belonging to different genres till date. And the interesting part is that everybody has used it as per their convenience to sell the products, services and whatnot using the imagery of Great Mona Lisa. Now, as you can see, I started with a very loose approach because I wanted to paint it in a very expressive manner, as if I was just trying to express myself through this brushwork while not thinking much about the gaze of the portrait and the likeness at this point in time. It is more about enjoying the process first and then eventually leading to the features of the portrait. Now here it is very important to mention this because I see a lot of people painting both traditionally or digitally goes way too stiff from the very beginning, as they are mostly scared of not able to pull things later, and it might be a reason that they never feel what they do. Like while I was thinking of painting Mona Lisa, I was not looking at it from Vince's perspective. I was not trying to mimic him, and when I say not to mimic him, I mean I didn't try to go inside his head and bombarded myself with all the technical jargons related to fumato, which was the technique used by Da Vinci while creating this masterpiece as per art historians. The technique basically is all about the process of painting using extremely smooth transition between colors and values. Now I am not telling you this to show off how much I have studied about this technique before making this portrait, because frankly I didn't. And the reason is simple, as it was not my intention to make a master copy of the same. So this becomes really important to understand that what we do in our creative process. I was just trying to create a version of Mona Lisa using my expression where my individuality shows up with my brushwork and the arrangement of values adjacent to each other. So, having this clarity of thought becomes extremely essential when it comes to creation. I'll just continue to construct the structure of her face by using the process that I have explained so far till the point I feel comfortable with the arrangement of all the elements of her face. Now at this stage I need to slow down a bit because now it is about the preciseness of the shapes and the angles around them, especially the eyes, nose and the lips. While said that, let me tell you an interesting thing here. I don't see the eyes, nose and lips as individual components of the face. Rather, I see them as shapes arranged at specific angles. I'll repeat, shapes arranged at specific angles. This becomes extremely important at this stage of the work because once you see them as shapes and connects the dot between the placement of their angles, you start attaining the likeness of the subject that you are looking for. Now I'll go back to my earlier statement again when I said you need to loosen up yourself initially to start with a bang, so that once you reach the climax, things becomes more controlled and sophisticated naturally, because you have not stressed yourself on things way too much from the very beginning when it didn't matter at all. So at the end, I feel expression is all about strategic planning of the unplannable. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but each time you get to learn something which makes you better prepared for your next project. So with this note, I'd like to wrap this video here. Till then, take care and keep on exploring while expressing your true self. And if you like my efforts, then consider subscribing. It will put a smile on my face.